What makes a good project manager?
A great project manager has really good communication skills, and they're very flexible in their approach with problems, and somebody who's very consultative with clients and formulates that relationship to get to a great working relationship so they can offer the best solutions when the problem approaches.
People friendliness, is that helpful?
People friendliness, yes. I think just personality-wise, you really want to make sure that you are personable and approachable and also able to offer those solutions, so knowledgeable on eDiscovery and have a thirst for that knowledge because it's an ever-growing industry and it's one that's rapidly changing and it's an exciting industry. So
what are the changes that you're seeing fastest coming up?
Active learning, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but that's a great one, and it really gets clients excited about getting to the most responsive documents as quickly as possible and knowing that technology so that we can provide those solutions to the best of our ability.
And what makes a good client?
So it seems easy, but I really appreciate when a client is just upfront and as transparent as possible when it comes to their expectations and what they need in a project. And also with deadlines, understanding that not all deadlines are known in the beginning of a project, so as soon as those deadlines are known, letting us know, and then making sure we're as prepared as possible in case those deadlines sneak up on us.
Are you finding the clients understand, before they've heard you, are they coming understanding broadly what's happening?
Broadly in the eDiscovery process, yeah, I think knowledge has definitely grown, especially just over my 10 years experience, vastly grown. And even from high up as partners to associates to litigation support, there's definitely levels of knowledge, but it's great that everybody in this industry is learning more about it and has a better understanding of it.
And are they taking it for granted that technology is going to be part of it?
Yes, and that's kind of one of our biggest challenges with clients lately is the understanding and expectation of the technology. Email threading is a big one that we've been teaching clients for years, and now it's kind of a given that this is what we're doing, and it's a great culling method, if possible, otherwise a great organizational method for your data. One that's new and challenging has been active learning, and it's not necessarily been the smoothest transition in some projects because as much as we are upfront with clients, letting them know that this is a learning process, there isn't an exact number with the amount of documents you're going to need to review. That's been a pain point for clients listening and understanding in that respect. So providing them with periodic updates and reports and analysis on this is where the project stands, and when we're in meetings and we see those light bulbs go off with clients, it's very exciting for them to start to understand the process and know that we're getting through to them.
But that's once you started. How do you get them to buy into it in the first place?
So it's the great thing about active learning that we definitely pitch to clients is the prioritized review. You get to the most responsive documents as quickly as possible. It's much more efficient than linear review, and that's why we like to know the technology. We like to know the different offerings so that we can offer the most efficient solutions to clients, because this is a very demanding industry and one that involves a lot of tight turnarounds. So the more efficient you can be with your review of the data, the better.
Certainly it makes sense. If you say to a lawyer, would you rather have things in random or date order, or would you rather have them in an order of presumed importance?
Yes.
There's no real difficulty in answering that, is there?
You would hope not. There are some people that are still very old school where they want it chronological order or by custodian, and then we present them with different solutions and let them know this is one way to go, but active learning is something that is learns conceptually on the document and will feed documents in the queue based on how you code documents, and it's always learning and always changing, so it's a great tool to leverage for your review.
Of all the challenges that you and the clients face, which one sort of comes to top of mind?
So it basically touches on what we've discussed. It's educating our clients on the new technologies and making sure that they have an understanding and reasonable expectations of what those technologies are going to offer to them. So with active learning, it's been a little bit more of a challenge to get them, because some clients would just love that magic button and this is that magic button type review where we only have to review 5% of the documents and we're good to go no matter the richness in your population. So keep providing and educating the clients and giving them the progress reports and letting them see how the model is teaching itself and the progression has been a great learning skill set, but it's also been like a slight pain point because everybody wants that magic button. It's been noted here at Fest a few times already this week. So it's definitely, that's kind of a hurdle that we come across, but one that also makes your relationship grow and maintain, so you're collaborating with each other and so that you can show and give the best results possible to your clients.
If you were seeking to recruit somebody into project management, I don't just mean into Inventus, I mean into the career, as it were, say a university level person, how would you sell the concept to them?
Well, it's interesting because I feel like there was no recruitment on eDiscovery when I was in undergrad or grad school.
Yep.
And so I do think about it now that maybe we should start to go to law schools and do more of because this is an industry that is an amazing opportunity and there's so many technological investments and that's where the world is going. So seeing somebody with an aptitude for technology as well as a background in legal is a huge plus for this industry and one that is always growing, so that thirst for knowledge is great. Like being excited to go to these types of conferences and learning new things about the industry is a key component to being in the industry.